Did you just talk into the bat?
I did.
You know what? When we used to be able to drink during karaoke, I would talk into my beer bottle sometimes. Like, hey everybody.
The first sign of a problem.
Totally.
How we doing?
So Matthew Cohen, you've come in not only just in your inimitable style, but you're also dressed up as
Negan!
I'm excited about it.
It's awesome.
Jeffrey D. Morgan is playing real badass in the back. Did like a 20-minute monologue. At the end of an episode, someone's gonna die. I hope it's Carl. Did I say that out loud?
Who's Carl? Which one's Carl?
Carl's a little kid that's got the hair that's kind of like a very emo version of Zac Efron.
Oh, okay.
I just want to know where he gets the conditioner to keep it that nice in that world, you know? Like it's like he's got a bucket of conditioner. He's like, shh, look at me now. Eye patch, beautiful hair, don't give a damn.
And so you want him dead?
I want him dead, Robbie.
Well, somebody's got to die, Robbie. That's the thing.
I know, Rich.
So-
I got it.
Could be Carl.
It sounds like it might be.
If Matt has his way.
It's not Carl, apparently. It's just somebody. Does the season premiere this weekend? That's what I'm saying! But this isn't about The Walking Dead, this is about Supernatural.
Matthew Cohen, how's it going on General Hospital, the show you're constantly shooting?
It's going super duper, except for the fact that it's taking me away from karaoke a few times a year.
I know.
Just move on to the topic.
I know, this is the first time you've missed the Halloween
Speaking
karaoke.
of other shows that we're doing, how the hell and what is happening with Kings of Con? These guys.
Kings of Con.
I love you as the like talk show host with the bat.
You know, you're the most threatening talk show host in the business.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the stage my two friends, Robert and Richard Spade Jr. Welcome, come on down, have a seat right here. Guys, let's get to the big question that everybody's wondering about.
Kings of Con.
They're wandering?
They're wandering.
Kings of Con.
A lot of people have been wondering about it.
What is happening?
We go sit down. We say sit down. Stop wandering.
Stop wondering. Is that what I said?
Yeah. November 15th, it will premiere on Comic-Con HQ.
Yes.
Boom!
And there are 10 episodes.
10 episodes. Matthew Cohen is in a solid batch of them. Boom. Very excited.
And yeah, on November 15th, they're going to run the first 2 back to back. And then there'll be 8 more after that. And they'll release it every Tuesday, every subsequent Tuesday.
That's right.
And we couldn't be more jazzed about it, how it looks. We can't wait for you all to see it. For those of you who don't know, Kings of Con is a show that Rich and I wrote, sort of loosely based on our behind-the-scenes antics here at these supernatural conventions. So
And if
we're
you
very
don't
excited. A
know,
lot of
what's
this
wrong with you?
cast of characters are in it. We all kind of play heightened versions of ourselves, or at least some of us do. And some people play completely other people. Like
Matt Cohen?
Matt Cohen. He plays a character named Matt, but he's
Don't ask us how we came up with that.
Yeah.
It's a process.
How would you describe Matt's character? Matt, how would you describe your character?
Narcissistic turd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the opposite of
Matt
the
Cohen.
opposite of the real Matt Cohen, Matt Cochran. His hashtag is hashtag me,
Right.
right? Not hashtag you.
Wow.
But we're super excited about it. Can't wait for you to see it.
And if you don't have Comic-Con HQ, right, there's an app and stuff, right? to
You
get-
just go to comic-conhq.com and download the app. It's going to be on your Apple TV. It's going to be on your Roku. Going to be on your Amazons. You know what I'm saying, Robbie?
All the Amazons.
It's all your Amazons. Whichever Amazon you got, it's going to be there. And you're going to download it. You can download it on your telephone, Robbie. I've been trying to get it on my rotary phone. It's a little
It's not.
ongoing process. I've been on the phone with AT&T.
Yeah.
They're not helpful at all.
You can stream it, although on my dial-up. It's pretty slow.
Anyway, get yourselves some Comic-Con HQ and watch the show. It's going to be awesome. November 15th, it premieres. Let's get to some questions, shall we, everybody? Let's start over here.
Hi. So my question is for all of you. How do you feel about fans coming up to you on the street or in public, and how do you feel about them approaching you? Would you rather they not, or?
It just makes me so mad. When a fan comes up to me and says, excuse me, I know your work and I like it, I'm like, God!
Yeah.
Leave me be!
I usually wear a sign that says, don't talk to me.
I'm trying to have a latte.
It's the best thing in the
It's
world.
lovely.
We love it. We love it. It's such a compliment, and we don't take it lightly because we're all three of us worked very hard for a long time and didn't really get noticed. So we take it as a huge compliment.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And people who come up to speak to you are always there to say nice things and bring lovely energy into your space. It's always very cool. It's always very complimentary.
It's especially cool if you're having lunch with someone who doesn't quite know what you do. And you're like, I'm an actor.
How often do you have lunch with people who don't know what you do for them?
A lot. Nobody knows what I do. I'm like a spy, super spy to my friends. What do you do?
You're gone all the time.
Oh, sorry, hold on 1 second. I'm an actor. I stop eating this organic salad and talk to this nice fan of mine.
Matt, people come up to you. Pain in the ass, or you good with it?
I'm on board with both of you guys. I feel super lucky. I think it's awesome that people like me. And they don't not like me, and that's a good thing. That's all I have to say about that.
I know.
It's always better when they like you as opposed to not liking you.
I prefer the liking a lot.
It's handy, man. I mean, no, with all due respect to, with a face like yours, it's good you have a talent, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise, I don't know what you'd do. Other than walk down the street.
Next question.
Next question. The suspense is killing me.
This is for Richard.
Hey,
Does Trickster know that too much sugar is bad for him?
can you say that again?
Does the Trickster know that too much sugar is bad for him?
Does the Trickster know that too much sugar is bad for him? It does. Too much sugar does affect his behavior, and he acts out in erratic ways. He does know he makes bad choices, and I think the lesson here is don't make bad choices. I think know that your body's a temple, and what you put into your body matters, and it's going to affect you adversely. Robbie, I'm also talking to you. Be careful. Be careful, because too much sugar it'll make your personality spike. I mean, after Halloween, when you have a few too many buttercups, and maybe in school you're acting a little squirrely, and the teacher has to shut you down. We've all been there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they used to call me Mr. Squirrely.
Old squirrely buttercup, they called you. Yeah, so I think the Trickster knows. I think he chooses not to follow solid medical advice and the advice of his dental professional. The Trickster is going to lose all his teeth. Fortunately, the guy who plays the Trickster has no visible teeth, so it doesn't really matter. He could lose all his teeth and no one would know. However, no, I think the Trickster knows this. I think he chooses not to make smart choices. And so to you, I say, young man, make smart choices. Don't eat too much candy. Stay in school. Cross on the green, not in between, and eat your greens. Thank you for your question.
Hi, my question's for Rob.
Yes.
We all know that you've worked on other projects and done other things,
Well, apparently not people he has lunch with.
but how has the supernatural family specifically affected you?
I mean, it's like nothing else. It's like nothing else I've ever done. There have been shows that I've worked on that had great fandoms, but this truly is like nothing else. It's hard to describe to people what this is like. What these weekends are like. I mean, you truly are the best fans of anything out there right now. Are these supernatural fans truly? So it doesn't compare. This whole experience has changed my life. It's changed all of our lives. I'm working now with my best friends that I didn't know before the show. I meet so many people every weekend that are such wonderful, lovely people, so supportive, incredibly supportive of me, my band. I've gotten through crazy sort of dips and twists and turns in my life via and with the fandom. It's just been crazy. So yeah, it kind of blows away anything else I've ever experienced in terms of fans of a show that I was a part of. So I feel very blessed to be a part of this. Not to take anything away from any other show I've worked on, but this has been unreal, very unique.
You.
How does it feel having a comic based off the character which you love so much? Or play?
You need the God and Gabe comic? Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I'll see you the
Wow, I just heard about that today for the first time.
Yeah.
I was like blown away by it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's awesome.
We signed a few of those, and the art is awesome.
Yeah.
In those things, it's super clever.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy cool. I mean, it's awesome.
I think it's just, we're always, all three of us, everybody actually, blown away by the caliber of artistry that is demonstrated in this fandom. It's shocking when you see people with actual talent coming up to us and having us ruin it with our signature. It's really amazing. The God and Gabe comics are super clever and
very clever.
So well drawn, so well written, and just, I don't know how many volumes there are. I remember I think
three.
Three. There's three?
Yeah.
They're great. So it's awesome, and it's, it's one of many pieces of art that cross our autograph table or get mailed to us, or whatever, that just truly blow me away. We'll see fans do shirts. We were joking that if we say something clever on stage or something we think is clever, by the time we get off stage, somebody has drawn it and made a shirt out of it. Right. It's fantastic.
It's a coffee cup, and the person right over here is drinking coffee out of it. How did that?
It's really great. Matt will show up to a convention, and Rob and I will be on stage. Before we get off stage, Chris has taken photos of him, and they're been tweeted out, and we're like, "Oh, Matt's here, and he's wearing maroon." Oh, there's so much brilliant artistry demonstrated by you folks. It's constantly flattering to sometimes be the subject matter of it, and even when I'm not or we're not, it's awesome to see what you people do. You're very talented people.
We love it. We love it. More of it.
No.
It cannot be overstated enough that Matt is gorgeous in person.
It's a little bent.
And you know what?
I just heard it snap.
Hey, listen, I know that sounded bad, but I just snapped it back in place.
Nothing to say is gonna make you feel better.
Listen, I'm gonna let go of your stick right now because I feel awkward when I'm holding it.
No, hold my stick. I would like to just take a moment.
Robin just broke that snap.
I didn't make a thing, I put it back into place. It was cracked and I
I'm
cracked
deaf as a doornail, and I heard that thing snap.
My stick always thanks you for liking it. And my stick no longer likes Rob. Ever.
Well, my question was,
Yes.
this is for all of you.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Otter, the otter. Oh, this wasn't the spirit animal, sorry. I think it's pretty obvious.
Really obvious, actually.
Cobalt blue.
Oh. Brown and gray. Brown and gray. That's what I thought you were going to say.
I have nothing really better than that. I shouldn't answer. I'll say I'm a big pink guy. I really am.
I love that about you. I love you for that.
I do.
And can you tell them real quick the brown and gray story?
The brown and gray story is a great story.
Tell it.
Robbie came into the green room one time, I don't remember, a couple years ago, really throwing off his A game, which
is most days.
I was going to say it's not that hard to do.
They call me Mr. B Game.
So he had been to photo ops, and I'm retelling the story that Rob told that cracked us all up. That a woman came up to him and said, "I really like your hair. What color would you say it is?" And Robbie's like, "It's brown. It's brown." And she said, "Brown and gray." And I started to walk away, and turned back around and went, "Brown and gray."
That one never gets old.
It never gets old. And Rob TV like, it's brown and gray, Rich. She called it brown and gray, Rich. And I said, why, I don't know how she came to that conclusion. But the great part is, it became a running gag between us. Well, I guess ongoing. It's still a running gag. A year later, we'd be having a conversation about something, and Rob would be doing a contract negotiation for something else. And I'd text him and like, well, listen, man, if you need to get legal help, you should use my, I'll give you my lawyer's number. You should work with them. He's like, great. Who is it? He said, it's the law offices of Brown and Gray. And then text him, Brown and Gray. My favorite one was the Mountain Dew one, though.
Editing this Mountain Dew commercial, Robbie. This logo they've come up with, it's awful. Is it? Yeah, no, it's horrible. Cool. No, Robbie, you don't understand this logo they've come up with. This is all in text. It's great, crazy. It's bad logo. Cool. You wanna know what's bad about it? I guess so. I don't know what this has to do with me, but okay. He's like, the colors on it. Really? Yeah, the colors. The colors, Bobby. Okay. What colors are they? Brown and gray. And then a new text, brown and gray.
It took me longer to get him to ask the question than to actually edit the commercial. Brown and gray. It's good stuff. All brown and gray.
Hi.
Hi. That was great.
She's just dialing up the question.
It's a great question. Where do I start?
Alright, I'm gonna do my best here, guys.
How do you relate to Gabriel? Are there any qualities that you and him share, just character traits?
I can fly. I'm pissed off at Rob. Do Gabriel and
Right.
do you play God in the show? You didn't bring me back. You didn't have time.
Time is up this.
Rob was like, I love to.
Better.
No, I didn't write that. I mean, I'm
Oh,
speaking
you enjoyed singing it though, didn't you? You had a real gleam in your eye. He almost looked at the lens and winked. I don't have time.
Time you don't have. Hundreds of years it's going to take. I'm working on it.
Similarities to Gabriel and me. I haven't been in a lot of porn. Not quality stuff. So I don't have that going for me.
You're a rascal. You're a lot like the Trickster because you're a rascal.
I'm a scamp. I'm a rascal. That's a lot nicer than you usually are. Usually you say a-hole. I like that you went with rascal.
No, every time I say a-hole, I feel bad for it because you're not an asshole. You're a good guy, but you're an effing rascal.
Okay, so Gabriel and I are both effing rascals. I'm trying to think if I see a lot of similarities there. I'm not sure I do. I think I'm better at confronting my issues than he is, so we differ in that department. I'm not sure I would have gone into hiding. I'll go with rascal. I'm a rascal, like him, like he is. Thank you for the question.
Hi.
I think you're all really great actors, and I want to become an actress, so I wanted to see if you have any advice.
Any advice?
Any advice?
Become an actress.
yeah, just if you really like it, keep doing it, no matter how many doors slam on your face and how many people tell you you'll never be able to do it.
It's not, I mean, that's good advice. The truth of the matter is, there's no easy path into this career. We're all still carving our paths as we speak. It's not like we're resting on our laurels. We're constantly reinventing ourselves and doing different work and finding different ways to get our work out there. So, I mean, it's just an ongoing process. And I think what separates people who work from people who don't work, a lot of times isn't talent, because there's a lot of talent out there. It's drive and resilience. Because you're going to be told you're wrong for the role, you're going to be told you're too short for the role, you're too ugly for the role, you're not good enough, you're going to be put down and chopped at a lot. So you have to not believe the hype. You have to have enough self-confidence to be able to get yourself off the ground, dust yourself off, and go back in the game. And that's what it's about. Because it's a doing the job is fun and not, I mean, it's hard, but it's the great gift you get when you get the job. Getting the job is the hard part. Getting in the room. Getting those opportunities is the hard part, and that's where you get beat up. You get beat up on the road. Once you're there, it's great. And then once you finish it, you're back out on the road looking for the next thing. So it's an ongoing challenge in that regard. So you have to, I always say, your sense of self has to be very, very strong.
Yeah, all that. Fortunately though, because the day and age we're living in right now, there are a lot of avenues for you to take, and there's you actually can, when we started out, you had no power, no control. If you wanted to make something, you'd have to like find a film camera and shoot it. And now you can take your phone, and if you're creative enough, you could film something and get it on YouTube and share it with the world, you know? And so you do have that opportunity. If nothing else, it's just an outlet to be creative and practice.
Practice your craft for film and television a lot easier now than you could when we were coming up, because you're not developing film. You know, it's everything Robbie just said is true. If you have designs on being a storyteller in film, whether it be acting, directing, editing, whatever, the very thing you used to book your ticket for this convention could shoot 4K video, could make something better than what we had access to, and it's at your doorstep. You can practice, you can work on it, you can get better, you can improve, you can watch your work and make, you know, changes based on what you see. It's a great tool. You and your friends can get together and work on it.
Film editing software, free on any Mac. You know, it's very easy to access. So do that.
So there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Good luck. Hey.
Okay, so I met everybody, but my question is for Rob. I want to know, like, what's your dynamic with dealing with Lucifer, and also Cass has been looking for God for many seasons now. So, is there any scenes coming up like that you can tell us about? Because he didn't really get to talk to God at all.
I know, he really didn't. Because he was possessed by Lucifer. I feel like that went pretty well. I feel like things with Lucifer are on the mend. I mean, sure, it's always going to be kind of a cold shoulder thing going on with him, like kids do, and I'm okay with that. He's got to be who he is. I feel like we got somewhere. We worked together on the same team, which felt good. I know he'll run off and do his thing, you know, like he likes to do, but I felt like that was a big step in our relationship. I would tell you about Cass, except I really don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, even if I knew, I couldn't tell you. But I really don't know. Except even if I did, I couldn't tell you. So I don't know.
You're saying you might know.
Right. But,
So you might be full of knowledge right now and not sharing it.
right, but the fact is I don't know. But even
You're
if I
saying
knew,
that knowing that if you knew you wouldn't say.
I'd have to lie and tell you I didn't know. But I can tell you I love Misha Collins, and the relationship between Rob Benedict and Misha Collins is really strong. We talk a lot.
So Lucifer and you and Cassiel. I'm dying to know, Rob. Look,
Hey,
I know we have a lunch scheduled, and you'll tell me more then.
exactly. You're gonna have to wait like everybody else. So fingers crossed that I'm actually coming back on the show soon, because I don't know.
See what you did there?
Crafty son of a gun.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is actually for Mr. Spade Jr. So we all know that you have lots of nicknames, like Rich, your name is Richard, but the one that's always confused me is Dick. So my question is...
I bet it doesn't confuse you in the slightest. So you worked up the nerve to come here and ask this question.
My question is, how do you get Dick from Richard?
You buy a martini and say please.
I've seen that joke on the internet a lot. There's like, you get this and that. How do you get Dick from Richard? Did you just win some kind of bet?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
No, we've just been playing it for a couple months.
I walked over and give her a 20. Good job.
I gave you my answer. Now I'll ask you. How did you get Dick from Richard?
Is this a Sebastian Roche?
Yeah. As they say, get a room.
I've got a private meet and greet.
Yeah,
You enjoy that meet and greet, my stick is staying out of it.
Don't want to set his hands all over it. I don't know what it is.
I broke it.
Great. Now let's take this question from this child. Hi.
I just want to say thank you for all being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really? You're welcome.
My question's for Richard. If you could play any other character on the show, who would you play?
Oh, interesting question. I always preface it with this, because I think Supernatural, the good people at Ulrich, Dawson, Pritzker, who are the casting directors, do such a fantastic job of placing the talent in the roles that I'm always amazed by what they come up with, and they've done such a great job casting all the roles that I wouldn't change any role, period. However, if I could have fun and dabble, play another character for an episode, now it seems kind of done because the character is drifting around into other people. But I would have said Lucifer. I think that would have been fun for a while. But again, I always think of Pellegrino as being the ultimate Lucifer, and that's his thing. I would never take that
Yeah, because it's funny because when you think of what character would you want to be, you think of the actor who plays that character, who created that character. I always say Castiel to that question because I love what Nisha did with that character.
I know, but we would be
a different version of Castiel, right?
I think so. I guess I'd stick with Lucifer. There's it also would have been fun. Again, I wouldn't have touched this role because he did it perfectly, but it would have been fun to play Cain. Would have been fun interpretation. Tim Allenson killed that, obviously, but you would do Castiel?
I said that, but just now I had a different idea.
Who's that?
I think it would be fun to be Crowley. I think that's a really fun role. He gets to be funny, the bad guy that you kind of love. I kind of like that.
Matthew?
Crowley is always my answer, but not for the reasons Rob likes it, but I just think I could do a better job.
I expect him to walk out. I heard that.
Thank you very much for your question. Yo.
Hello, sir. How's your day?
Good, and
That's
yours?
not my question, but I'm being blunt. I was wondering, and this is for all of you, what would your name be and what would your character's name be if you guys were drag queens?
Oh, great. Can we defer? I mean, I kind of go to
the game. No, what?
Well, our porn names.
But that's not drag queen names.
But it's sexy. It's kind of hot. You know?
Mine definitely works.
Okay.
Mine works.
All right, we'll do it.
So you know how to do your porn name, right? Where you take, well, at least the way we do it is, you
Drag
take the name
queen
of your first
names.
pet and the street you grew up on. Which makes me, in the porn world, or in this case the drag queen world, Cuddles Saxon.
And then what would you wear? You're a drag queen.
Oh, is it before or after Labor Day?
After.
After Labor Day?
Yeah.
I would wear white. I would wear, I don't know, it's gonna be chilly if we're in the South. Maybe something, I wanna wear a gownish thing, but I don't like, nothing heavy. I probably do an off the shoulder number.
Right.
Taffeta, something classy.
Yeah.
But with a wrap.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm outside and it's drafty,
Right.
you know, I can cover up.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah, I'd go with that, I think. Or maybe, depends on what we're doing, where you're taking me.
Right. Okay.
Maybe a lame, like, you know, like
Sure.
a gold lame.
Right.
Tattoo, is it over the top?
Not at all. You need to be fabulous.
Thank you. So something like that, and I'd go with a nice brunette wig.
Great.
I've always wanted to be a brunette.
Okay.
I've always wanted to have a full head of hair. It would just be refreshing.
Yeah, it would be fun to be able to look like that, like Jared does.
And I would wear semi-high heels. I wouldn't want to walk awkwardly, but I don't want to wear flats because that's not going to be good for the form.
Right.
I want the whole body to work right. So I'd go with like medium heels, closed toe, because nobody should have to see these kids. You know what I'm saying?
I think we're good. I think we got Matthew.
My drag queen name would be Skippy Griffin. And it's pretty obvious. I would have pasties and a merkin on.
Yeah.
Great.
For those of you who don't know what a merkin is, Google it now.
See how none of them are reaching for their phone? They all know what they're doing.
They don't want to know. I would be Ski Glenwood. Ski Glenwood, and I think I've got a boa. Whatever I wear, I've got a boa, because I feel like Ski Glenwood needs one. And maybe glasses. And a nice long blonde head of hair.
Glasses like prescription or like shades?
Prescription. But like the 50s style librarian, sort of up like this, glasses.
Little cat eyes.
Cat eyes. And long blonde hair, no gray.
You'd be unrecognizable.
I know. This is not Rob, I'm Ski Glenwood.
Let's go back to the beginning though, Rob. Why did you say it like you were picking up a prescription? I'm Ski Glenwood. That's Ski Glenwood.
You might know my father.
From the top. I saw you in a dress.
My father is Stephen Glenwood. I'm Ski Glenwood, his daughter. What, do you want to know anything else?
No, that's good.
I wear a pantsuit.
Oh, that's nice. With a boa.
With a boa. Damn right I do.
Okay.
And glasses.
Rich, what was the first name of yours again?
Cuddles.
Cuddles Saxon. Cuddles Saxon.
Cuddles.
That's S-A-X-O-N.
Cuddles. I was Cuddles Saxon +1. We should be on the list. Thank you for your question.
Cuddles, Skippy, and Ski.
You.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Good, you?
Good. My question is for all of you. So I tried to ask this to Sebastian earlier and he didn't really answer it.
Yeah, that's his thing.
So what has been your worst wardrobe malfunction to date?
Oh, I got a good one if you want.
I got one too.
Go ahead, hit it.
When Rob and I were in Phoenix convention, we all immediately checked our fly, by the way, right? I hope I don't have to answer right now. Robbie and I were doing the Phoenix convention this year. We were shooting the opening credit sequence for Kings of Con. We had a camera guy with us and a couple of cameras going. And at one point, the stage was a little higher than this, and there was an aisle in the middle, and we were going to shoot. When Rob, you know how Rob runs around the crowd in the mornings? We were going to get a shot of Rob doing that from like a low camera angle. He was going to run down the aisle towards the camera and jump over it. That was a good shot. We actually did the shot, and it's in the opening credits, but we were setting up the camera, so the crowd is full because it's right before Jared and Jensen take the stage, it's before their panel. And so we set the camera up. Will, our camera guy, was doing his thing, and the crowd is as full as it is now, even more so. And then I come back up to jump back on the stage, and jump back up the stage and tear my pants from here to here. And immediately jump up the stage and I'm like,
and it's time to bring the boys out.
Right, and your biggest fear at that point was...
Well, I made the mistake of going backstage, and Jensen's going, I'm squirreling. And I said, I just tore my pants from here to here. And then I thought, sweet Jesus, why did I just tell Jensen they're going to depant me? Because that's their thing.
Yeah.
It's how they go, oh, Rich has a hole in his pants. Let's be sure we make sure that Rich doesn't get embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's, oh, Rich has a hole in his pants. Let's be sure we rip them the rest of the way off.
Did Jared ever know? Because he's the one...
That's the one.
You don't tell Jared your weakness.
No, you don't.
No.
And I did not tell Jared,
right.
But I thought, Jared?
That's what saved you.
He didn't, thank God. Or Jared just forgot it got lost in his hair. But I came up here to introduce the boys and bring them up like, ladies and gentlemen. Jared, I didn't want the flat, I didn't want to notice. I had people over here like you, I didn't need to, it was awful. That was my worst convention wardrobe malfunction to date. Kids?
Matthew?
Something very similar actually. I went to an audition. It was a producer, director, it was a callback. Pumped early on in my career, one of the first times I got called to like a big producer session. And I had a pair of my Abercrombie and Fitch jeans on. And coming out of the parking garage, there was like a row of parking, blocks. What do you call them? Parking at the front of a parking spot?
Parking blocks.
Parking blocks. And I went to leap over one, and I went, rip! And I was like, man, I felt like quite a tear. And I kept on walking. No big deal, thinking, all right, I use the bathroom before I go in the room, get my nervous pee-pees out. Go in the bathroom, and I turn around, and it's ripped from the top of my belt right down the middle of my butt crack. Little piece of information I forgot to mention at the time, I was commander.
Oh my God!
Not by choice, but because I was out of quarters and I didn't have my own the washer and dryer machine, so I had no choice. It was to be sanitary. I didn't wear underwear. Okay, don't judge me. So what did I do? I panicked. I immediately started sweating. I was like, my first call back, I'm gonna screw it up. I took a bunch of paper towels and I tightened my belt as much as I could, and I like layered them from my belt hanging down over my big open butt crack. I went in the room and I did like so you guys are the producers and the door's right here, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Luckily you don't have to play both sides of the audience when you're in a room. Did the audition, booked it. That show was the OC. It was my first guest star. With full white butt. Just not a comfortable situation.
It's a great story.
Wide open.
I was gonna say the only hole in that story.
Actually,
one of the other holes in that story.
Exactly, a couple holes in the story.
Matt going, it was not by choice. I just decided not to wear underwear. I mean, it was by choice. You had underwear at home, you just decided not to wear them. It wasn't like somebody, you got mugged on your way to the, give me your boxers. It was a choice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Know what I mean, not what I say, Mr. Spade.
Whatever.
I feel like a lot of handsome dudes go commando. It's just a thing.
I don't do it anymore. It was literally
Rich, do you ever do that? I've never done that. I've done that.
I layer it up, Robbie. Easy.
Gosh, I mean, those are both great stories. The only thing I can think of is, I mean, there have been, so many awkward things with me in clothing, I'm sure. I just can't think right now, except when I was a sophomore in high school, I got up the guts and asked Jenny Coates, who I had this huge crush on, to the dance. And she was so out of my league, and she said yes. I was like, yes. And so I went and bought myself a jacket, like a nice jacket with a tie, and I could take her to the dance. It was going pretty well. I think I was just in the friend zone. I was in the friend zone for her. Anyway, the vice principal of the school was always really nice to me. He was like, hey, Robbie, having fun? I said, yeah. He's like, hey, come in my office. Went in his office, mid-dance, yeah, what's going on? I was like, yeah, turn around. I still had the clip on the jacket that they put on it so you don't steal it.
Oh,
I paid for the jacket, but I still had that clip. It was just on my jacket. Somehow I missed that in my nervousness. So I'm like, yeah, Jenny Coates, totally, diving Jenny Coates. I had the fucking clip. That big old thing, the only way to get it off is like with a jackhammer. So he works on that clip, and it took him about an hour to like wedge it off of my jacket. And when it was over with Jenny, I mean, she's like, "Where were you?" I was like, I never went out with her again. Now, the only silver lining of that story is when we graduated, she would send my yearbook like, "I always thought maybe we should have dated." And I was like, "You don't tell me that when I'm going out to college." I love you, Jenny Coates.
The visual that comes to that story, like you in the Austin, get it off! And she in the middle of the dance floor, it's so hard.
By the way, somebody's already drawing the shirt of you with the clip on it stating I love you, Jenny Coates. It's already. And I already like the shirt. I've already ordered mine.
This guy's got a coffee cup over here.
It's really good. You. Well, that was you. All right. Thank you. You.
Hi.
I heard that you all are going to be on Criminal Minds soon.
True story.
I was wondering, without giving away more than you're allowed to, what could each of you describe the characters the others are playing?
He wants us to describe, so Lua is asking, we're on Criminal Minds. She wants us each to describe what the other character's playing without giving away too much.
Like I'm describing what your character's playing?
Yeah, we basically say what Rich and I are doing. Can you say it?
I don't know.
Sure. Well, listen. You play what you're doing. We're gonna.
Because we don't know a lot about what the other person's doing.
Yeah,
we are all in on it. But Matt, what can you say about your character on Criminal Minds? Beyond Borders.
I mean, other than I'm going to be playing Gary Sinise's son because that came out in the press.
And that's all you'll say. Let's leave it at
I
that.
honestly think if I say any more, I'm going to really screw it up for myself.
And then Robbie and I play two buddies who get ourselves in a pickle. Really.
Yeah, Rich and I are in the same episode as buddies in a pickle.
All right, hold on. You're going to be last question. We're doing that right now.
Hey guys, thanks for giving me an opportunity.
You're welcome.
My name is Marissa Marr. I'm a film student at Georgia State up the street, so I luckily got to be here. I wanted to ask each of you respectively about possibilities to become something more in the area of production. What would be your advice?
Oh, well, it's kind of what we were saying earlier. I mean, I think it goes to what we were saying earlier. You have every opportunity in the world to make films and tell stories in the phone in your pocket. I would do that as much as humanly possible. There are two types of people in production. People who talk about making movies and working in the film business, and people who make movies and work in the film business.
Right.
So you have to decide what you're going to do. Work for free. Which is, for years and years and years, I worked in art departments and sound departments and acted in plays and short films, all of which I either did for free or paid for the experience. And you have to do that. It's just that kind of business. It's very competitive. You happen to be in a great city and state for it. I also wouldn't move to New York or LA. I'd stay right here. There's a ton of opportunities right here in the great state of Georgia. And I would take advantage of those opportunities and get yourself on as an unpaid intern on a shoot. If you have a specific department that you're targeting, locations, great. Then that's something you find the location department of even small indie films and do it for free. You know, sign up and be on that department for free. You can get, and then if that person moves on, they'll take you with them. You know, the goal is to work into the paid positions, but what they're going to look at is your work ethic, how committed you are, how into you are, and how much shoe leather you're willing to put into it, because those are valuable positions. So you've got to fight for every slice of it, and let your passion drive you. Stay focused, and never quit. You're welcome. I'm Richard Spade.
I'm Rob Benedict.
It's Matt Cohen. That was awesome. You know what else is awesome?
Who? What?
I said what?
What?
Trench coats.
Trench coats are great. They keep you dry when it rains.
Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has done more for the trench coat industry
All right, switching over to Misha.
than perverts and rain.